and Monique Woodland Blue, and I met because she is, I call her a media guru, a national media guru. So we're so excited to have her join us tonight and share her story. How are you doing this evening, Monique?
I'm great. I'm honored to be here with you today.
Thank you, Monique. What about you? Would you like to share your story? And I know you've started your own foundation
Yeah,
since, right?
yes,
Go
yes,
ahead and tell our audience
absolutely.
about your experience.
So 4.5 years ago, and this is how I met Diane, even before I was diagnosed. I was sitting at work and felt like a lump. I felt like a little pain. I ignored it for months and months, and finally went to the doctor, and they said, "Well, we just think that it's some type of cyst. It doesn't seem like it's a problem." When they went to look at my right breast, they said, "But we do see something there. We don't want you to be alarmed. The doctor will give you a call in a couple of days after we look through your test." Was at work. I worked for iHeartMedia, sitting there 5 o'clock in the evening. Did not think that I would get that message in a phone call. I would think that if something like the news of something like cancer, breast cancer especially, they would tell you to come in and let's talk about it. But no, they said, yes, you have breast cancer. And right now you're stage 2, could be going to stage 3, need to run some more tests. Immediately I did what I probably tell other people not to do. I began to scream and cry at my
Oh,
workplace. My market president came out at the time and said, "What's going on?" I explained to her what the nurse had just told me. Um, from there, I immediately went to the doctor the following day. And one of the things that I try to tell people about in my foundation when they ask for help or they inquire about things that they should do or just advice, I was told at the time, we can just take out the breast cancer that's in that area and you can keep your other breast. And I said, I'm not sure that's what I want to do because I don't know if I can handle what I'm about to go through or want to go through this again. So I chose a different route. I end up going to MD Anderson, and at that time, I said the best thing for me at the young age that I was 47. I said I just want to have a double mastectomy. I'm not going to worry about anything after that. At the time, I felt that that was the most important thing for myself and for my health. I wasn't concerned with, as I probably would have been, Diane, if I was in my 30s. You probably could have never. I would never even think about removing my breast. But I chose then to do that, and I've been very happy with the decision. I am 4.5 years in remission, 6 months away of being cancer free. Since then I've started a foundation, the Pink Queen Bee Breast Cancer Foundation, to make care packages for other women that may need things that they don't know what they need for neuropathy, whether it be your memory that you're losing and you need to have crossword puzzles, things to make them feel good, packages from Jones and Rose's collection so you could smell good, just anything that will give you a little bit of comfort. And I also offer the opportunity to go to a doctor's appointment with you, or just my phone is on 24 hours a day. There are so many women, especially Black women, that are alone during chemo, that don't have a ride to get to the doctor, and they're facing this disease and this what they're going through alone. And no one should be alone. I had a lot of support. I was very blessed. I had a lot of friends and family. My mother flew in from New York and lived here. My aunt Kim flew in from Texas and lived with me for months at a time. But there are so many women that are single parents, don't know how they're going to pay their bills, don't know how they're even going to have the money to pay for their initial surgery. And these are the things that I want to be able to help them with, and educate them with, and knowing that you may not have insurance, but there are clinics that you can go to, and buddy check systems where they can get you into a hospital and they can help you with the money and the funding to be able to have surgery. So there's just so many things. I'm very passionate about it. I wish I could do more. I wish I could quit my permanent job and just dedicate my life to only helping women with breast cancer. I'm not there yet, but I know in time I will be.
It's coming. Since you were diagnosed more recently, does the option to what you decided to do as far as your breast cancer diagnosis go, Was it that tough for you, or you just said, I'm doing this? Take
No, it was really tough. At the time, my first doctor, like I mentioned, was not a black woman or a black doctor. Was not of American descent at all, and was really kind of cautioning me to say you need to keep a breast because you should keep something natural there and just have the lump removed. And I could not, and I felt so pressured to the point of when we talk about the percentage. Um, of having breast cancer again, and you can only tell me, well, it's a 12%, or it could be higher, but that's okay because the chance of it, and then we can test and we can see and we can monitor. I didn't feel comfortable with that because I kind of felt like you're putting me in a position to see what's going to happen to me instead of a position to say, hey, let's do everything we can to make sure that this does not happen again. We need more Black doctors. We need more people that are more compassionate, that are going to be able to say, hey, these are your options. And with these options, this is your chance and this is your risk, but it is up to you. But we just don't have that. We don't have enough, foundations. I applaud Diane for having and being a part of the Sisters Network for so long, to be that voice of reason or just that comfort that someone can call while they're going through this, because the choice is yours, and no one can make that choice for you. But for me, having two sons, being a single parent, I knew that the only choice I could have was the least amount of risk of going through this and experiencing it again, and the least amount of risk so that I could be here to help someone else as I had as much help as I did. It's just something that I just would not want to go through again. So I wanted to keep my risk as minimum as possible. It pains me when I hear about the young lady you spoke of in the beginning, Monique Ellis, and other people, especially as the doctor spoke about, that have metastatic breast cancer that come into the ERs, and they're thinking that it's a lesion. They think it's that lesion is something that's just simple or just some pain, as I thought it was. And they don't have the option of being at stage 1, 2, or even 3. And then because they have neglected going to the doctor or having checkups or mammograms, maybe because of the cost of having medical insurance or just because of the fear, it becomes to a point where it's too late or it's too out of control that it's spread. That is something that keeps me up at night, thinking about something coming in another form of breast cancer or any other cancer keeps me up at night. And that's why I try to do the work that I can. So yes, it all lives with me in the things that they've said. More Black doctors, more people of compassion, more early detection, and just knowing that I know it was my choice to remove my breast, but just people thinking, just knowing that sometimes getting rid of the problem as much as you can could be a solution for us. My
Yes,
maternal
thank you.
grandmother was diagnosed and had breast cancer at the age of 46 and passed away from it. But I did not have the genetics of it. So you just have to continue to educate people. Please, like you say, take a loved one to the doctor, take a loved one to get a mammogram. Don't let it just be October that we talk about this. And if you need further information or you know someone that is in need of any type of assistance, help on air, please log on or please look us up at the pinkqueenb.org, and we're there to help the community and to raise awareness and just be there for all women.